Good afternoon to all honorable participants. I am Valdavi Salvati Anadita, will be the moderator for our event today. We are pleased to welcome you to the virtual international conference with the theme Innovation of Robotics in the Modern Social Era. Today, we will explore the latest innovation in robotics and how this affect our social lives in the ever-evolving modern era. Our fourth speaker will be provide valuable insight on this topic, and I am sure their presentation will be very inspiring. Let's start with a presentation from our first speaker, Rafli Saisardano Malik. Rafli is an informatics student from Telkom University. He has done in-depth research on robotics innovation and will share his finding with us today. So please welcome Rafli.
So, hello, my name is Hafiz Caesar. So I will talk to you guys about tire changing robot. So a high percentage of Formula One racing accidents occurs due to pit stop problems. Changing the tires of a car while almost in motion after moving at speeds of 300 kilometers per hour and reaching dangerous pressure and temperature values is a very risky challenge for human beings, no matter how well trained they are. In the following example, due to malfunctioning of the refueling equipment, the entire team, including the pilot, had to risk their lives. Accident of the Benetton team, Joe Verstappen's car in 1994 Germany. The second problem of the pit stop is the considerable time difference between teams in the tire changing process. Suppose the team of the pilot, currently on the second position, can change the tires of their car in 8 seconds, while the team of the pilot from the pole position can do it only in 16 seconds. They usually do much better than that. However, today they seem not to coordinate that well. Such a difference will most probably change the position of the two pilots at the end of the race. While many fans consider it an exciting part of the race, it is not competitive at all because there is a great chance of not being able to keep such a time constant while working with 50 until 20 people. In order to maintain the bit time low and constant, the first parameter to be optimized should be the time accuracy. More specifically, the robot has to change the tire of any car within the same time quantum. The current variance of second achieved by pit stop teams requires remarkable experience, but does not prove sufficient in a race, almost always affecting the final position of the pilots. Precision of zero point 0.1 seconds or better between any two teams is required. In the first version of our proposed system, process length of 15 to 18 seconds will be achieved and will be optimized to 6 until 8 seconds later. Usually, a pilot cannot stop easily in the pits with a precision of less than 5 centimeters or so. However, the manipulator needs it while working with the tires. Therefore, a sensor will be implemented. So the conclusion is the main advantage introduced by the semi-autonomous system proposed here is the elimination of the human risk. No more team members required near a car. The 5 manipulators are able not to only to change the tires of a car and refuel without assistance, but to obtain critical parameters of the car and interpret them in real time. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so that's the material from our first speaker. Next, we will listen to a presentation from our second speaker, M. Aulia Priyadana. Aulia is also a student of informatics study program from Telkom University. He has a strong interest in robotics and has done some interesting research which he will share with us today. So, Aulia, please welcome. Sorry, Aulia, your mic is still mute.
Okay, anyone listen me?
Yes.
Welcome everyone. My name is Motor Ibrahim Kusuma. I'm here. I want to talk about the rise of robot journeys of innovation, especially on robotics. So, what is robots, and why is so very important in our society today? Let's talk about. All right. Before we delve into the world of robotics, let's discuss about events of Formula One's motorsport this last month, the Monaco Grand Prix. So, the Monaco Grand Prix is captivating motorsports enthusiasts worldwide. So, robotics is a field of study to dedicate designing, creating, and operating robots. So, what the inside robots? Inside quick journey. So, from the inside of robots have the program. Robots is programmed because they can do things like us humans, do things like us. Ro- Robots is programmed for instruction that tell what exactly what to do step by step. So the inside is hardware components. Robots consist of hardware components like manipulator and sensors. So perceive and interact with their environments. So the three is software components. Robots need the intelligence of robots because lies their software components like control system, programming language, and artificial intelligence. Algorithm, Algorithms enable robots to execute tasks efficiently. With great innovations come great responsibility, and we must do things, challenges such as job displacement, safety concerns, and ethical use and automotive system must be addressed. So the future bright and filled with exciting possibilities. Advancement in AI and machine learning, humans, robots, collaborations, and the development of social robots are just the beginnings. Robotics is revolutionizing industries like healthcare and manufacturing, and especially in automotive. This impact is profound, reshaping workflow and creating new opportunities. So the impact of various industries is revolutionizing, creating opportunities, and can robots can help humans efficiently. That's enough for me from Muhammad Aulia Ibrahim.
Okay. So that's the material from our second speaker. Thank you, Aulia. Next, we will listen to a presentation from our third speaker, Maulana Fauzan. Maulana is also a student of Informatics Study Program from Telkom University. His involvement in several cutting-edge robotic projects and his recent publication in a renowned journal highlight his qualification to speak on this topic today. So please welcome Maulana Fauzan.
Okay, thank you, Valda. Okay, let me share screen to my presentation. Okay. Oh wait. Nah. Sorry. Okay. Thank you, Valda. Now we will talk about microcontroller. Before let me introduce myself again. My name is Andi Muhammad Maulana Fauzan, and like I say, we will talk about microcontroller. Maybe you will ask what is microcontroller? Microcontroller is a small computer on an integrated circuit, and that contains a processor, memory, and input-output peripheral, and used in embedded system to control electronic device. These microcontrollers are generally used in applications such as household device, vehicle, and IoT or Internet of Things device. Microcontrollers have many products. Some of the well-known ones are Arduino and Raspberry, which we will discuss in the next slide. Okay, we will talk about Arduino. Arduino is an open source platform used to design and create electronic project. It consists of a physical programmable board, often using an AVR microcontroller from Atmel and integrated IDE or integrated development environment running on your computer, which is used to read and upload code to the physical board. The Arduino programming language is based on wiring and IDA or integrated development environment is based on processing. For the example, there is Arduino Uno, Arduino Duo, Nano, Mega, and many more, and many others. Next, there is Raspberry Pi. It's a credit card-sized computer development by Raspberry Pi Foundation, designed for basic computer education in school and developing countries. It is use ARM processor and runs various Linux-based operation system, such as Raspbian. Famous model of Raspberry Pi there is a Raspberry 4 and Raspberry Pi Zero, but there is Raspberry A plus, B plus, and many more. Okay, what the difference of Arduino and Raspberry? For Arduino is to learn and use suitable for beginners. Extensive documentation and large community and using C or C++ programming language, and price are relatively affordable. And there is Raspberry. Raspberry has stronger computing capabilities than traditional microcontroller, and very flexible for a variety project. Use the Python programming language as the main program language, but have expensive price. Okay, if you want to try one of them, I suggest using Arduino, because Arduino provides an application for writing code on the Windows platform, which is familiar to us. Maybe that's enough for me. Thank you, Valda. I'm back to you.
Okay, thank you, Maulana. So that's the material from our third speaker. Next, we will listen to a presentation from our last speaker, Muhammad Karim. Karim is also a student in the informatics program at Telkom University. His expertise in robotics, demonstrated through various projects and competition, makes him an ideal speaker on this topic today. So please welcome Muhammad Karim.
Okay, thank you, Palda. Wait. Now we are about to talking about robotic changing the military operation. Military robots are autonomous or remotely controlled devices used in military operation to support, enhance, or replace human soldiers. Increasing autonomy and advanced capability are revolutionizing military operation, offering advantages in efficiency, safety, and strategic effectiveness. The history in early application, robots were used in recognition and bomb disposal. However, with advancement in AI, machine learning, and robotics, their roles have expanded to include complex tasks such as logistics, combat support, and direct engagement. This is some application of robotic in military operation, like mobility support. Robot can assist in tasks such as gap crossing, mine counter operation, and road clearance. Also, conduct surveillance, target acquisition, and even direct combat role. And autonomous vehicle transport supplies, reducing risk to human personnel. In the military, robots are called unmanned system and are classified into three categories, such as the data in the air, such as reconnaissance and kamikaze drone, and UGS, unmanned ground system, the data on the land, such as logistic vehicle and rescue vehicle, and even fighting vehicle, and UMS, unmanned marine system, the data at sea, just like drone, namely reconnaissance, carrying torpedo tubes, and kamikaze. There are several advantages in its offer. The robot can operate continuously without getting tired. And because robot operate remotely, soldiers do not need to go to the front line, which is very dangerous. And high accuracy in thus minimizing collateral damage. Now we are looking ahead. There are promising prospects and innovation, like advanced AI integration, improved decision making and autonomy, and swarm robotic, which is group of robots that work together in coordinated manner, and enhanced human-robot collaboration, improved interface and cooperation strategies. In conclusion, military robotics is fundamental, changing the military operation and strategy, offering significant benefit in efficiency, safety, and operational capability. As innovation continues to grow, we can expect to see greater integration and effectiveness in military operation in the future. Maybe that's for me, and thank you.
Okay, thank you, Karim, for the presentation. After the presentation by our speakers, we will open a question and answer session. I invite all participants to actively participate in the session with questions and ideas. So, is there any question?
I have a question.
Okay, please.
This is a question about a microcontroller. What is the difference between Arduino and Raspberry?
Okay, thank you for the question, Agil. So, who will be answer the question? Microcontroller? About Maulana presentation, right?
Okay, thank you, Agil, for your question. Arduino and Raspberry both use a microcontroller as their processor. However, the Arduino will be more useful for controlling motors, LEDs, or interface sensors, while the Raspberry Pi is so good for developing software application. Maybe that's the answer. Thank you. I
Okay.
will back to Valda.
Okay, thank you for the answer, Maulana. So, Agil, is that answering your question?
Yeah, keep it up.
Okay, thank you. So, the conclusion of our discussion today is that innovation in robotics has become a significant driver of change in modern society. Robotics has not only impacted industry, it has changed the way we interact every day. Okay, before we end today's discussion, let me extend my gratitude to Rafli, Aulia, Maulana, and Karim for their informative and inspiring presentation. Also, thank you to all the participants who have joined our event today. So, let's end this event with a positive spirit and passion to continue exploring robotics innovation. Thank you all for your participation and see you at the next event.